Fuck about a traffic ticket, dog.
Hey guys, welcome to Megan Fox's Belly Button Podcast.
Welcome to episode 3 of the Mudpit. This is day 1 of 2020, and we're basically just going to be shooting the shit.
I'm Mayhem Marin. I'm in the gold LS.
Before you're wondering, no, there is no inebriation happening. It is New Year's. That's just Angelo.
I'm in the gold LS. You better put some respect. I just got me some shrimp posse. You're gonna give a fuck about a traffic ticket. Oh shit! I'm sorry. All right. Anyway,
we're just going to be talking about goals, different predictions, looking back at the last decade. It's gonna be fun. It's a fun episode.
I wish you guys were to hear for all the shit that I just said. It was so funny. I don't know. I'm just acting out of pocket right now. But it's tremendous.
So go ahead. Lay the topic on it.
Yeah. So let's
give us what you want to talk about.
Yeah, talk about it.
I'm just anything really. I mean, it's really interesting to see how different things can be within a matter of a decade. So you look at 2010. Everything was so different. Take the movie Transformers. They debuted the Camaro, the revised Camaro, the new one, and you look at the design of it. It's so simple, and you look at a new one. It's just so complex. There's tons of things with it. There's all new features.
That's why I hate cars. I'm just kidding. I think Camaros are trash, and I think that if I was Michael Bay, I would have kept.
Megan
Megan Fox's belly button in the fucking hood, bro, and I would have just made it a Challenger. Because how are they gonna? Oh no, that was. I was thinking about Fast and the Furious. I was like, how come Donna has a Challenger, but they has a Camaro? Oh my god, dude! People think I'm on drugs, but I'm just stupid. But I think a Challenger, so like you're saying about like the Camaro, like the Challenger is like almost the exact opposite. Like that design for that car in 10 years has barely changed at all, except for the interior, and that's the only thing that's really changed. Like the steering wheel's different and all this other stuff.
The outside, it literally
unless you know about cars, you can't tell the difference, because like the only thing that's really that different is like the headlights. I mean the tail lights.
Well, there's also like just proportions. So it's if you just got like a new one and you squished it and made it really flat, that's what an old one looks like 70s.
But on with the change. My roommate drove my car the other day. He has a newer model. He got in, he's driving my car, and the first thing he looks for is a rear view camera. I don't have one of those. I drive a 2007 car. They don't have rear view cameras.
Bro, they didn't have anything in 2007. They just had
2007 was the best year to be alive, actually.
They had
Yes,
it was.
Was weird, bro.
Halo 3 came out in 2007.
Okay. If we're gonna talk about some games right now, bro, you're gonna tell me that Halo 3 did not change everybody's life.
Okay, can we not talk about this? Because 2003 to 2010 didn't exist. It was just the 90s. It was okay.
That's what everybody who was not born in the 90s.
I don't know.
But I was born in 2002, right, bro. I'm basically a 90s kid by default. No, you weren't. You're not.
1999, 90s kids, rise up.
I was born in December 31st at 11:59 a.m. and now I'm a 90s kid.
It was the 2000s awkward period, and it was
like a growth phase, Dude,
it was like Nickelback.
Don't
talk about Nickelback.
Yeah, it's really weird. I mean, you look at the 90s, you got like Biggie, and then 2000s.
What happened in the 2000s?
Okay, you can't even talk nothing about fucking. That was a stupid sentence. Let me restart. You can't talk shit about 2000s rap, bro. Wheezy, bro. Lil Wayne, bro. The Crabapple King, dog.
But it's so different from 90s rap.
Yeah, but 90s rap.
And it's so different from 2010s onward.
Oh, yeah, 2010.
Oh, yeah.
We've seen such a change in, rap specifically.
It's
now experimental.
It's very...
Death Grips, bro?
It very much has evolved. Because... remember in the 80s, when rap first started catching on, and it was all clean boot bop stuff, and then NWA came along and they started talking about fuck the police and all this stuff, and then that's when the era of gangster rap evolved, and then past that it kind of, what did it become? Like, it was like, that was...
It was like...
It became
They feel
fucking
like
bitches
glam
in the
rock.
club.
Glam rock?
Like, glam rock is what that became.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it just became about the club. It became about women.
Yeah, that was
It
like...
became
early-
about
It was
my
like- it
money,
was
my
borderline,
success,
It was
all
borderline
that.
R&B. Just everything was R&B.
That was
Yeah.
like 2000s era. And then it became like the...
Dude, R. Kelly?
R. Kelly? Who?
Bro, I would let R. Kelly piss on me right now. That's the stupidest thing I've ever said.
Pour up, dog. Shot.
No, but like 2000s music. Do you remember like what it used to be like that?
That's how I know I'm getting old. R. Kelly hasn't pissed on me.
Oh my gosh. No, but dude, like look at like if we're just talking about a single artist too, like look at Nicki Minaj's music when she first came
Yeah.
out to now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
When she was talking about boom 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 boom
Starship.
super bass.
Super bass
Yeah,
was so
Starship.
hard.
Yeah, like and if you throw on that music, bro, that's like 10 years old almost. I was in like middle school when that came out. And then Whistle by Flo Rida, that was like the sound. And then
Oh,
LMFAO.
Flo Rida.
Bro, you were not gonna not talk about LMFAO.
I don't want to talk about LMFAO.
Party
Why
Rock
not?
Anthem, bro, and I'm Sexy and I Know It literally
The
changed
worst.
America.
Oh, yeah.
The worst
Bro,
thing I've ever
I'm
heard.
Sexy and I Know It literally changed
The only
America.
thing worse than LMFAO is Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran is good, bro.
What are you
You gonna tell me that the
talking about?
A-Team doesn't slap?
I hate Ed Sheeran,
What
dude.
was worse than LMFAO?
What?
Bruno Mars.
Bruno Mars went hard though.
That's it. Bruno
No,
Mars
for a
was
while,
hard.
dude, he really did go hard. Remember, he did a song with Lil Wayne called Mirror. That shit used to give me my
You're
feelings.
shaking your head over there. You have something to say about Bruno Mars?
He'd catch a grenade for me. I don't know what you guys are talking
Bro,
about.
do you want to hear a crazy story about Bruno Mars? So there was this kid in my class, and he was like kind of like antisocial and all this shit. And then for some reason, my teacher was like, "I don't want to teach y'all. Let's do a talent show." So all the kids stood up on there. It was like 6 kids, and like there was like 2 kids who like broke dance or whatever. They just did what they did. And
Broke dance? That's
yeah.
when they're like poor.
Broke dance. Okay. No, but then he just started like. Then another kid sang the SpongeBob song or whatever, and then the last kid he started singing "Grenade," right, by Bruno Mars, and he was like killing that shit. And then the teacher was like, "I'm gonna make you a star. I'm not shitting you." That's what she said, and she started putting him in all these talent shows at school and shit. And then he just stopped, and he was like, "I'm not doing that."
He was like, I don't want to be a star.
Yeah. So then I still talk to him now. He's a good friend of mine.
Is
He
he a
beat up
star?
somebody for me one time.
Do you want to have him come sing on the podcast?
I don't think he sings anymore. I haven't talked to him. in
Well,
years.
we're going to make him.
Yeah, he said I was his cousin. That's the boy. I've known him since he was a young child. And I was also a young child. Anyway, let's talk. I don't know. And now,
There are some other things that have changed.
wait, no, I
Well,
know.
in, like, in your lifetime.
we never got to finish the topic of music though, because look at rap now. That's like rock rap, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you look at like Juice WRLD and Post Malone and like all like Lil Uzi Vert, they all like have like very much rock. They have like rock influenced rap music. And I feel like this whole like grunge rap with like Lil Peep and like all the underground
Yeah, because
stuff.
rock and grunge and like punk doesn't exist necessarily anymore.
What even?
I feel like kind of Death Grips is like punk rap.
Yeah.
That's what I would just.
like Zach De La Rocha kind of stuff like that.
Yeah. I like that. I really like that kind
Yeah.
of stuff though.
Dude,
honestly.
this is kind of from left field. I grew up listening to a lot of Christian music. You ever heard of POD?
No. Oh wait.
They did hit songs like "Youth of the Nation," "Boom."
No, I'm not a big fan of Christian music.
It's okay.
I hate what's that fucker's name? NF. Everybody who like listens to Christian rap, like, dude, you have to listen to NF.
He's like the Eminem of Christian rap.
I was like, that's not a good selling point. I don't like Eminem.
What's that like symbol that you see on like every black pickup truck? That's like a cross, and it's like I don't know, just lightning bolt words.
I have no idea.
Cross lightning bolt words.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I think it's like WT.
Whiskey
What?
Tango Foxtrot.
I don't know.
I'm just
What
kidding.
did Jesus do?
No, it's
Remember
like
those bracelets?
it's
Yeah.
a music group.
You remember
Silly
bracelets, dude?
Bro,
Silly bands?
You're gonna tell me that silly
Wristbands.
I-
That's
I-
another thing.
I Heart Rubies.
bro?
Oh,
Damn, dude, that's bringing back.
What
like-
happened to the skater era? It's kind of coming back. Like,
In a way, but it's all rappers that skate now.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne started the whole rapper like skating thing.
dude, Lil Wayne plays the guitar.
Lil Wayne rips, bro. Life rips. Shout out to Crystalia. Just kidding. Nah, dude. I don't know. 10 years ago, like, where were you guys? How old were you? You were like 12, right?
Dude,
I was
okay,
10.
don't ask me about where I was 10 years ago. I have no perception of time. Like,
Really?
the past 20 years that I've been alive, everything's just been a blur.
I mean, you were only
Like,
10.
I remember key events, but
I don't remember a lot of little things in my life. I remember.
I remember going to Legoland.
Yeah.
I remember Halo 3 coming out. I remember Halo Reach coming out. And that's my perception of time right there. Those are the key events.
I remember
Halo.
I remember.
And George Bush. I remember George Bush.
George Bush was weird.
I remember when actually Obama got elected, dude.
I remember when Obama got elected.
That was a big thing.
I remember I was in 4th grade when he first got elected, I think.
I can remember a difference between pre-Obama and post-Obama.
Dude, I remember our science teacher bringing in a TV so we could watch George Bush leave the White House because he was like mega liberal and he was like, yeah, George Bush is out of here. Now we got Obama.
Wait, Obama was... I thought he was a Republican when he ran?
What?
No. Why, like, liberal? Like, and your teacher was mad that he was leaving? He was a liberal?
No, I'm talking about George Bush leaving office.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you just light my pants on fire, bro? Ew, it stinks now.
We're doing a podcast.
I know you get
Zach over here playing.
I got Frank a Tesla lighter for Christmas, and then Zach just lit my pants on fire with it. Like when I was talking.
I'm pretty sure like half of the podcast as you fucking around with this pole.
I wasn't even to see what he's doing right now. This man is tremendous. No, but I remember when Obama got elected, they got all the kids in the cafeteria.
Yeah, it was.
And we had like this drop down projector thing, and it was like the worst quality. Like you could barely see it. And
I
then
felt like Obama was gonna be like the new like dictator of the country. The way that they like ushered him in, it was ridiculous.
Dude, that's crazy. I remember, and I remember like when Trump got elected too. People were crying.
Dude,
that was
pre-Trump
nuts.
and post-Trump.
Those are two different Americans.
Holy shit! Yeah, that
was nuts.
That's a difference.
It's kind of weird too because like when Obama was president, like we were growing up. Like we basically grew up with Obama in office, and then Trump got elected.
I remember Bush.
When I was growing up, all the Republicans were complaining about video games and bad entertainment. And like naughty words.
Good old Republican stuff.
Yeah, and that was all I had. I had a lot of other experiences, but that was the mainstream. Like growing up, that's what it was, and I didn't know anything else about the opposite side.
That's funny that you say that because I remember one time I was at my grandparents' house and they were watching the news and they had a whole bit about how Grand Theft Auto like makes you want to be violent, and then. It was like San Andreas and Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Auto does want to make me violent though, because you were over playing GTA San Andreas last night at my apartment, and
I'll stab the shit out of someone's face in GTA.
Wait, I never had to finish what I was saying though. Okay, but basically, I was like, it was like a weird thought for me to have that they were like, oh, that makes you violent because I was like, dude, I play that game. Like, I've literally done all the stuff that they're showing on TV.
Can I put your foot down?
Dude, put his foot down.
No, he's hitting the ground and it's making noise,
dude. Okay, right, Frank is holding Josh's foot.
He's making noise. I'm gonna have to edit this out in post.
No, we're not. We're gonna leave this in because I want people to know the kind of debauchery that's happening in here. Zach's down lighting me on fire. He's poking Josh with a pole. Josh's foot is in Frank's arms. This is just incredible.
Yo, this 2020 shit.
This is off the goop right now.
Yeah, this is on a new level.
This new year, new me apparently.
No, New Year, same me. I'm not changing.
No, honestly, this is the difference that I see. Like you said, growing up in Obama, entertainment became way different. I remember growing up, my dad would show me different movies from his generation, and they were just so unedited, unfiltered, just funny. Like watching Airplane, that's the funniest movie.
Is that the one that was? No, that was Snakes on a Plane with Samuel Jackson.
Yeah,
that's Snakes on a Plane.
Yeah, but
then you look at growing up in the Obama era, because when I was young, we would go see movies all the time. There was always a new movie coming out. Like the 90s were a golden age of movies, and 2000s were pretty good too, especially for animated movies. But growing up in the 2010s. Movies and Hollywood, just entertainment in general, started to really decline steeply.
Yeah, this fits perfectly with what I want to say.
Yeah.
Donald Trump killed comedy. He really did. Like, as soon as he was elected, nothing was funny anymore. The only jokes any comedian could tell is Orange Man bad. Oh, he looks like a Cheeto.
Yeah.
That was it. That was all comedy. That was all stand-up for Saturday Night Live.
He gets peed on. Look at his hair. Oh, he's racist. Oh, there's everything.
It's just not funny. It was like an echo chamber of unfunny jokes.
And you make any joke.
Like, the
and
first
it's
time I heard it, I was
always-
like, yeah, they called him a Cheeto. Like, that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
But you say that for his entire presidency.
It's been like 3 years, dog. You didn't come with any new jokes.
There's
Yeah.
no new material.
No one's gonna talk about how sometimes his chin looks like a cooter. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody brings this up.
Yeah, I'd smash.
Did you smash his chin?
This chin, yeah.
Bro, the FBI is listening to us right now.
Do you think they care?
Probably not. I mean, they might. But anyway, I want to add a note to back. I'm gonna piggyback real quick back to what Zach was saying about entertainment. I remember like how crazy from 2013 to now, like the evolution of like what it was okay to say on TV and movies and stuff like that. Because I was watching the Dallas Buyers Club and they were saying like the F word, like the FAG word. You know what I'm saying? That one, dropping it like nothing, bro. Saying like all this stuff, and then it won like 5 Oscars. Now you can't say anything that's remotely derogatory towards anybody.
Yeah, here's something that I thought of the other day.
Yeah.
So, art students love the movie Pulp Fiction. We've talked about this previously on I think our first episode or something.
Yeah, that was like
that.
our first episode.
White man saying the N-word with a hard R, and that movie is revered as like
dude,
okay,
that's
it's greatness.
Dude,
like
it's-
nobody bats an eye at that. If that came out today, straight into
in the movie,
frying pan.
Quentin Tarantino is such a he's such a genius with dialogue because that's how gangsters would talk. They're not talking to each other
Yeah,
like
and I understand that, but
right.
PC culture does not care about that.
He was literally.
It's the fact that you said it, not the context. It's the fact that you said it.
Tarantino was been doing that all the way up until The Hateful Eight, like his movie previous to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And like when The Hateful Eight came out, I think that was around 2000. If you touch him with that fucking pole, dude, I'll stab you. I'm gonna fucking light you on fire.
There is a lot of behind the
There's a lot of weird
scenes.
shit happening.
We have a bunch of new equipment now, and everybody thinks it's a toy.
Anyway,
Yeah, man,
Anyway,
I got fire.
Anyway, dude, stop. Okay. Anyway, like I was saying, up until his last movie, so The Hateful Eight came out like 2013 or like 15 or something like that.
I think it was 15.
Yeah. So back then, even you could still say all these like quote unquote bad words, and then nobody cared. It got a lot of Oscars, I guess, and then now Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, after this whole PC culture thing really kicked in, he didn't say the hard R one time in that movie.
I haven't seen that movie yet.
I watched it twice, and I was looking
I
for
wanna
it because
see it.
I used to think that Tarantino movies came with 3 things: someone getting shot in the penis, the hard R, and then a foot shot.
And Samuel Jackson.
And Samuel Jackson. But yeah, man, I don't know. It's just crazy, man. You know what I mean? In
If
comedy-
Samuel L. Jackson's in it, you're getting all 3 of those in like rapid succession.
Yeah, and then back to the comedy thing. Stand Up Dude took a huge hit
Oh,
since
yeah.
he got elected.
Oh yeah.
We got
There's-
Amy Schumer.
Amy
Like,
Schumer,
Beat
bro.
that dead horse a little bit more. She's not funny, first of all.
Dude, comedians now, there's like almost no funny stand-up except for like the Titans. And then even the Titans
like
of like
Dave
comedy.
Chappelle is the only funny person on Netflix.
Okay, no, Louis C.K.
Louis
And-
C.K. is really
Netflix?
funny.
Yeah,
Okay.
and Joey
Segura.
Diaz.
Tom Segura. Okay,
Segura,
I'll give you Tom Segura.
Bill
as well.
Burr. But all of those guys don't give a fuck about PC culture.
Yeah.
Tom Segura did actually like take a little bit of edge off his stuff. Because I was watching
His older stuff is so good.
Yeah, because he was doing a joke comparing like saying midget is like the same as saying the N word.
Yeah.
But he like said the N word, and then now like he compared it like that, and he just did a bad night. I don't know. It was like his 2010 special.
Yeah,
and then
dude, you
like,
imagine iDub saying the N-word today?
oh my gosh! Remember PewDiePie got in trouble for saying the N word, and H3 and like what's his face?
Filthy Frank.
Filthy Frank. They used to say the N word all the time,
got
bro.
black.
But and then Tom Segura, like he was like, and then he called him a nerd. He said it like that. Like he didn't say the N word. But Louis C.K. still didn't take a hit by that shit. He just got canceled because of his like masturbation.
What's really funny about that is when you watch Louis, his show,
Yeah.
there's an episode where he talks about like masturbation. And on the fake news network that he's on, his little title panel is Louis C.K., comedian / masturbator. And I was like, that's funny, but that joke did not age well.
No, not at all. But he, that's that dude. Can you imagine? He like this bitch would kill himself, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That would be like if Bill Cosby had an annotation for like professional anesthesiologist.
Bill Cosby, anesthesiologist. Yeah, professional sleep aid. I'm just kidding.
Best bartender in the business.
Oh, that's another thing. While we're on the comedy topic, like that was a comedy legend that just died
Yeah.
in this decade.
Yeah,
Bill Cosby went from being inducted into like whatever comedy hall of fame it is to just nothing.
Okay, but see, that's like
Instantly.
respectable though, because he was genuinely a kind of a piece of shit.
He was okay, so he was a piece of shit, but this is something I've noticed in art in general is we're no longer able to separate the art from the artist.
Mm-hmm.
So when you look at Bill Cosby's old stuff, some of
Yes.
it is really good. And
The Cosby Show
the Cosby
is a
Show
gem.
is
I love The
amazing.
Cosby Show.
It has good morals. It's obviously the man himself is not that good, but the show that's not Bill Cosby. That's
Yeah.
the Cosby Show. And all it takes is just understanding that he is not a good dude in a real life, but he still played a part in this creation of this good art.
Yeah.
But now everyone, so like Louis C.K., amazing artist.
Is he not funny because
But,
he
yeah.
jacked off in front of a girl?
He asked for consent. But back to the Bill Cosby show, if we have to give him credit where credit's due, because when he was writing that show, he was talking to like psychologists and stuff like that to make sure there was absolutely no like representation of like black people that was like bad. Like I don't know if I worded
Right,
that right.
he he
know-
did a lot for the black community.
Yeah, he really did, and like we have to applaud him for that. Like, granted, he did a lot of bad things, and those things, forgive him not. It's not up to me. That's up to everyone.
Hitler's got some
individually.
nice paintings.
But also, yeah. But anyway, like you have to at least applaud him and give him that credit. And then the same thing with Louis C.K. Like he got canceled for that stuff, but you cannot. Well, comedy is subjective. But for him, dude, like his comedy is like some of the most iconic specials of all time. Like I've watched his specials so many times that like I can almost memorize the jokes and they still make me laugh like to this day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyway, go back to what you're saying. I went on a long tangent there.
It's okay.
Well, I don't remember what you were saying. I was
Don't
just
ask
like,
me.
yeah,
I don't have a
we
perception
were
of
just
time.
going.
I told you.
Yeah, because you were started talking about the show Louis. And then,
Oh right, yeah, and so yeah, with Louis, that's another example of not being able to separate the art from the artist because yeah, he did masturbate in front of some women. He I don't know if he asked, but I know he asked, and they're like yeah, but then they're like oh.
Well, that was kinda weird.
They only said yes because he's a powerful guy in Hollywood, but
Yeah.
like, come on. Dave Chappelle makes a joke about it. It's the only one of the Me Too like call-outs that make you laugh because it's it's Louis. It's funny. It's just it. Yeah, don't masturbate in front of women without their consent, or even with their consent. I
Yeah,
guess.
don't say the N-word unless
It's
you're Quentin
2020,
Tarantino.
bro. You can't. Don't even look at women. Just don't.
dude, you're
just-
wilding right now. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy, dude. And I like Bill Burr had a joke about the Me Too movement that I thought was hella fucked up because he was like, the Me Too movement started to sound like bad dates after a while because like he's like, don't you think we got all of them?
Yeah,
It seemed like
exactly.
It was Paper Tiger. That
Yeah,
his most
Paper
recent-
Tiger is pretty good.
Dude, he has the most specials out of any comedian I know of. He has like 10 specials or something insane like that.
Really? I think I've only seen like 4 of his specials.
He's got like 7, I think. 7 or 8. Because he started making specials in like 2006 or something, if I'm not mistaken. And each one, they're just angry and they're just amazing.
I think right now we should switch the subject a little bit because I really want to talk about the future. I want to talk about where we're going.
Yeah.
So something just right off the bat, while we're on the topic, something I want to do in 2020 is I want to get more into stand-up. And I think Angela also wants to get into stand-up.
Yeah.
It's something to help hone our craft. It's enjoyable. I found that I
You can't be a
enjoy
funny
it.
man without
Being funny.
I think that we should do a podcast after. We should talk about stand-up, like just me and you after we do it.
Yeah.
Because we want to, if you guys want to come check us out, I think there's a couple open mics that we're going to be hitting up. We're going to like release those dates and times.
Let's try to find one on Friday.
Okay. That works with me. I don't care.
We can record it too. So
Yeah,
if you guys want to record it.
No, you guys are going to be able to see our first stand-ups. And I know I'm probably going to bomb, but I'm just going to post it up anyway so you guys can just see it and laugh at me.
Yeah, we want you to follow us along on this.
documentation
Yeah.
purposes.
This is the journey, man. And we want, if you support us, you're going to be able to be like, hey, I remember when I saw his first stand-up, bro. He was garbage.
Yeah,
bro."
that way you can gatekeep our future fandom and say, oh, you're not fans of Sockjor. I'm
Yeah.
a real fan.
I'm a real fan, bro. I was there when he said the whatever. I didn't know what I was going to go with that, but I just wanted to do the voice.
What word have we said tonight that's going to be banned in 2030?
I don't know.
Ooh.
Probably. Dude, I bet you, like,
Wigga.
Wigga?
yeah, boomer. We're not going to be able to say
Is
boomer
that like
anymore.
the first
Yeah, we
thing
can't-
you
we
said?
won't
The first thing Josh has said on the podcast.
Yeah, I know. That's the only thing. No, dude, I bet you we're not gonna be able to say boomer anymore, and like old white people are just like, "Hey, what's up, boomer?"
Yeah. Okay, here's what's gonna happen. By the end of the decade, medicine is going to advance so much that they're going to prolong the life of all old people now, and they're gonna live as like weird emperors of everything because they've just been alive for so long that they have that much money. No, and they're gonna ban the word boomer.
No, dude, I'm seriously gonna start a revolt then. Like if all the old people live to like 200, all the young people with strong bodies are just gonna start shooting them, beating them up. I don't want to really beat up old people.
Dude, this is something that was fun that we were talking about for like future goals. Deplatform YouTube. Honestly, get rid of a lot of these big.
Are we posting this on YouTube?
Yeah. Deplatform YouTube.
I'm down.
Yeah, honestly, YouTube, you suck. Demonetize me. See if it stops.
No, fuck Jeff Bezos. Elon Musk, make some new shit. You feel me?
Yo, anyone makes some new shit.
Yeah. Like I just want to see a lot of these like big corporate entities crumble down, and new, better ones rise up in their place.
I like Netflix though. I support them.
I think they're all right.
They make
all right.
I think that streaming is an interesting thing that we're looking at because streaming is turning into cable.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't like that. I think that's a step back.
Just look at Hulu now because you can get Disney Plus, Hulu.
Start
and
stealing
you have to pay
shit
for channels.
Pirate. Just do it. Just pirate everything.
Yeah, but
if you're paying for movies, you're doing it wrong.
Not our podcast though.
Pirate our podcast. Pirate everything.
I was gonna say that you can get like 4 different streaming services for the price of one with Hulu and Disney Plus, and that's basically just buying cable.
Yeah.
So.
Do you want Showtime Unlimited too?
We'll buy this channel.
We'll buy this. It's an extra $7.99 a month.
Bro, nobody watches Showtime. What shows are on Showtime?
I don't watch TV.
Is Twilight on Showtime?
Dude, Twilight, I'll buy it just for
Twilight, like the vampire movie?
Yeah.
I didn't think that's what we were talking about.
Bro, if we're gonna talk about
are you kidding me? Like this is day 1 of 2020 and I have to hear about Twilight?
Twilight's amazing.
I've never seen Twilight. I was just trying
Are we talking about the vampire movies?
Yes.
We're not gonna talk about.
Bro, me and my mom.
We're putting a pin in this. I do not want to talk about Twilight in 2020.
Oi, bruv.
Come back in a year.
Oi, bruv.
Come back. I'm not in the right headspace
to receive this vibe check
right now.
Amen. Anyway, I don't know. Do you think any of the movies that have came out this last 10 years are going to be like timeless classics?
Yeah. Honestly, so one of the best movies I've seen within the recent movies that have been released, Joker was really good. But I don't know if it's going to be any sort of like... Classic. Yeah, it's not going to be a timeless classic.
Like, it has really good, but I don't know if it's...
It was a breath of fresh air in this sort of like empty entertainment. Mm-hmm. But that just goes to show how much entertainment has changed because it wasn't that... I mean, it was a pretty good movie, but it wasn't, like Citizen Kane.
It wasn't groundbreaking.
It wasn't groundbreaking.
It was just, here's something that you don't see very often.
Exactly. It was just good storytelling, good filmmaking that hasn't been seen in a while. And people liked it. It was well received. Mm-hmm. It was good.
But do you think it would have held up still if it came out at a different time? Like, if it came out during the era of, like, non-PC and all this other stuff, like, do you think it would have held up the same?
It might not have had the same appeal, honestly.
I feel like you can't judge it off of that because
it was a product of its time.
Right, it was part of its time.
Yeah, it was product of the PC culture.
Exactly.
Before we wrap this up, I need to talk about technology. Before we
just do it right now,
dude.
Talk about technology.
What's gonna happen in 2025?
Look at your phones from 10 years ago. Wait, what?
Robo-Pussy.
Dude, that's been out since.
Can I have my phone have a Robo-Pussy on it?
It's gonna have one.
How's it gonna fit in your pocket?
It's a pocket pussy, bro.
Synthesize.
Synthesize.
They need like a Cortana.
Dude, they have Cortana.
I'm trying to
craft some as soon as Tupac died, bro, they made like a Cortana version of him, and he was rapping at like Sundance and shit.
Dude, yeah, Tupac holograms are crazy.
Okay, boomer.
So you're just gonna not... Okay, it might sound weird right here because the monitor went dead and I just pressed the space bar and like stopped it. And then
he fucked up the whole system. It's okay.
Dude, you know it happens.
Just do your thing on technology.
So back to what I was saying. Look at your phone from 10 years ago. Because what was out back then? Like the first
Blackberries.
iPhone? Yeah, Blackberries. Dude, iPhones now, you can
so
fucking...
dope.
You can track someone from like across the world with this shit.
The tracker ball.
Ball, yeah.
The tracker ball.
Yo, okay, there were some
computer.
fun, crazy like phone concepts, like the ones that would like flip open.
The sidekick.
Yeah, the
that
the
phone?
square one, yeah.
That yeah, it was
Square,
It
and then
came
it
open
pivoted,
on the
yeah.
side, and it had like a swiveling screen.
Yeah, I remember that.
I don't remember that.
Dude,
That was crazy.
I had a PSP phone.
I had a PSP phone too.
That was the sweetest thing.
And now all phones are the same. They're just like a flat block with a screen. Like we need some innovation.
I
we
want
don't.
a PSP
Let me
phone.
fold it.
Dude, why?
I would kill for my old PSP
iPhones
phone.
are amazing though.
a PS5 phone.
Do it. I want a PSP on my phone and a pocket pussy.
Dude, Pocket Pussies came out. Like
Why are you so
2015.
horny?
It's just men. No, but dude, like, look at. Okay, do you guys know that comedian Whitney Cummings?
Yeah.
Like, we might never fuck another person again because she made a sex doll of herself, and like, there's a bunch of people who just, it's expensive now.
Wait, who?
Whitney Cummings. the
Whitney
comedian.
Cummings.
She's
Her name is Cummings, and she made a sex doll.
Yeah, she's a comedian.
Is that like that's a little too on the nose?
A little bit, but it's okay. She's funny. I genuinely like her. But anyway,
I don't think that's very funny. I think it was kind of daft, actually.
what does daft mean?
Making a sex doll of yourself when your name is Cummings.
Okay, but it was funny. She did it for a special. Anyway, but it's expensive now. But with like the more that people make them, it's gonna become so accessible that men just won't fuck women anymore. Women won't fuck men, and just that's how humanity's
Zach, you
gonna die.
want to say something here?
No, I'm listening.
I don't know. That I feel like that's a very real possibility. And there's AI and shit. And then
Yeah, I'm gonna get married to my AI wife.
that's possible.
Bro,
Like,
is my
can't
AI wife
wait.
gonna nag me? Like,
no, dude.
can we
just turn her
debug that
off.
shit?
turn her off?
Turn her off, yeah.
Or
Hard
just
reset.
imagine. That would suck though if you like hard reset your AI wife and then she turned into a baby and had to like raise her.
Yeah,
This is
dude,
like a
I
child.
want
That's
a fucking
weird.
baby wife.
It could happen though. Like,
That's
okay,
weird.
people you say that's weird now, but 10 years ago there was a lot of shit that they didn't think was gonna happen.
No, what I think is weird is raising your wife as a baby. That's just.
It could
I don't want to
happen,
think about
It's
that
a
anymore.
robot baby.
That doesn't make it any less weird.
Ew. I want to get off this topic right now. I feel like it's gonna go down.
You wanted to talk about technology.
You took
know.
us down this rabbit hole, and now it's
Okay.
like weird computer
We're-
pedophilia.
We're not even in a rabbit
Oh,
hole,
this
bro.
is weird.
We might be coming to the end.
No, we're not. I still need coming to the end.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
we're
just
in
so-
Yeah.
there.
Okay.
Off of that.
Thank you
Anyway,
guys for
thank
listening
you
to
guys
this
for
week's podcast.
Thanks for listening.
I know it's been tough this week because we hadn't released a whole lot of content, so this is gonna be like the first thing going up in a little while. Holidays. They
Not
were
homo,
just.
but my fly's been
they
undone
were
this
just
whole
crazy.
podcast.
Why are you?
Like this.
I don't know.